All right, hello and welcome to the video. My name is Wade Smith, and in this video, I'll be discussing two basic escapes and counter techniques in Isshinryu karate against basic attacks, not really skilled attacks, but basic, typical abusive boyfriend or abusive man versus a woman attacks, or abusive anybody versus a woman, especially. So the first one is a common, simple wrist grab where the person is going to grab you by the wrist and try to control your body. This is not what we call a wrist lock. Wrist locks actually are held by the hand. But this person is going to grab you by the wrist and try to drag you around, potentially giving you spiral fractures or whatever, especially if you're a woman or a child and the attacker is a man. How do you get out of this? Notice that on one side of the grip, I have a thumb. On the other side of the grip, I have four fingers. So that gives us a clue. We're going to try to attack. We're going to rotate our wrist against the thumb, and then we're going to grab our own hand with our free hand, and we're going to yank free like that, all in one motion. All right. That's the first escape. Reinforced motions beat non-reinforced motions, even if the other person is significantly bigger or stronger. All right. So you're going to try to attack two weapons against his one weapon to get free there. Once you do that, you're going to go ahead and kick him in the groin and run as hard as you can if you're a woman and being attacked by a man, whether it's your abusive boyfriend. Do not stay with an abusive man. If you're a woman, if a man ever punches you or slaps you or kicks you around or even screams at you for no reason, especially if it's for no reason, if he lifts his voice at you in anger, dump the guy and get as far away from him as you can possibly get. All right, do you understand me? Do not ever let a man punch you or slap you or kick you or grab you and twist your arm and all this other nonsense if you're a woman, ever. All right? Um that's not love. He does not love you if he's doing those things. All right? If he's again, I'm going to say that again, woman. If the man is doing those things to you, he does not love you. He is using and abusing you. So get the hell away from him, as far away from him as you possibly can. All right. So the next escape is a common lapel grab. It can be a single lapel grab or it can be a double lapel grab. All right. And I'll address both of those independently. A single lapel grab, you're going to reach across. It'll be your free hand will actually be over here. You're going to reach across and grab the outside blade end of my hand, and you're going to apply the same thing I just got finished talking about in the other video, a reverse wrist lock. You're going to twist the person's arm over. You may need to apply a distracting strike, such as a slap or a palm strike to the face or nose while you're doing this, so that you have more chances of getting it off. But anyway, you're going to twist them over into a reverse wrist lock like this, and then you're going to kick them in the groin, and then you're going to get around behind them and kick them in the knee and so forth. So that's the first. The single lapel grab is pretty easy to escape. A double lapel grab, you're going to take and you are going to lower your center of gravity to a good standing guard stance, and you're going to come up between the two lapel grabs like this, almost like the Karate Kid going up, and then you're going to come out and break his grip with both of your hands on the inside. We want to be on the inside, even if we're the woman defending against a man. And then here, woman, you're going to knee strike him in the groin as hard as humanly possible. Like, I want you to hit him in the nuts so hard that he vomits for the next 5 days. Do you understand me? It's how hard I want you to hit this man who has grabbed you with a double lapel grab. All right, you're going to pull him down into it, and you're going to pull up with your knee and just drive through him. Don't knee strike at him, knee strike through him as hard as humanly possible and make him vomit on the spot. Do you understand me? All right, so you're going up like the Karate Kid. Can't believe I'm using the Karate Kid as a positive teaching reference, but I am. You're going up like the Karate Kid between the double lapel grab, out, breaking the double lapel grab his arms and shoulders or grab him behind the head. And if you want to grab him behind the head, pull his head down into the knee strike. But more preferable is to grab him by the arms and knee strike him or kick him in the groin as hard as humanly possible. All right, those are three basic escapes against basic attacks. All right, so Another self-defense technique that women can try, let's say if you're in high heels and you suspect that you're being followed into the shadows, for don't park in a dark place at night, please. Park in the most heavily lighted place you can possibly find if you have to be out at night by yourself. And don't be out at night by yourself. Have a partner with you. First thing, situational awareness. But anyway, if you've got high heels, take the high heels off and use the point of your high heel as a weapon, a spike. It's only about a quarter inch by quarter inch surface area, the size of your finger, but you can swing your whole arm into it and drive it into the temple or eyeball or throat or nose or mouth of your attacker, and it's going to do incredible damage if you hit with any real force. So that's a self-defense technique. Is it perfect? Heck no. Are there better things you could have done, like carry a weapon with you? Yeah, but a makeshift weapon is better than no weapon at all most of the time. All right. So don't. But again, situational awareness, women. Don't be out at night in a really dark alley in some weird place where the stalker is going to kidnap you and rape you and murder you. Don't be there. And I'm not blaming you for the crime, but you do have to take responsibility for your situational awareness. Don't go into high crime neighborhoods to begin with, and don't be in high crime time periods in otherwise decent neighborhoods. If you know somebody has been attacked on 2 other occasions within 2 city blocks of where you're going to be, you probably shouldn't be there at night, especially. All right. And again, it's never the victim's fault, but at the same time, as a potential victim of a self-defense situation, you need to be responsible for your own situational awareness. Hopefully that's understood, and not saying that I'm blaming you, because I'm not blaming the woman. It's never the woman's fault in rape situations or even date rape situations. I do have a certain theory on that differs from some judges and lawyers' interpretation of the law regarding some date rape situations, because if the woman self-intoxicated herself and then she said yes while she was intoxicated, how is the man who's also supposedly intoxicated supposed to refrain himself and say, well, gee, she's intoxicated, we're not going to do anything together? Do you understand what I'm saying? If you're both intoxicated and you willfully intoxicated yourself, you should be responsible for your own actions, is what I'm getting at. So that's why I say don't intoxicate yourself and you won't have that problem. Pretty easy. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and have sex. Don't take odd pills that have no label and then have sex. And don't blame the man when you willfully took the pills. That's all I'm saying. But that's actually a different topic. Anyway, let's get back to karate. So, the counter to a front choke is to actually poke the opponent in the throat. Right here. Just poke straight back and then torque downward once you get about an inch of penetration. Straight back and then downward with an inch of penetration. And it will cause the other person's knees to buckle. And then you can do things like kick them in the groin or punch them in the face or whatever. And they'll release their front choke. Front choke is pretty easy to beat. Rear naked choke is another video, because it's a little bit harder to get out of. And I really need a demonstration partner to show you how to get out of that properly. Anyway, I think I've covered the topics I want to cover in this video. Thank you for watching. And again, situational awareness. Do not take strange pills that the other guy offers you. I don't care if you think you are interested in them. Don't drink alcohol, especially if the guy's also drunken. You're going to end up getting date raped. And it might not even be the guy's fault if you're both drunk, in my opinion, because you're stupid enough to have gotten drunk in a strange place and time that you probably weren't willing to consent, but you did end up consenting. And then you're going to say, I don't remember consenting. Well, it doesn't matter what you remember. It matters what really happened. All right. So situational awareness and self-defense in whatever dating situation you're in. Don't put yourself in a high-risk situation, and you'll avoid most self-defense situations to begin with. And again, that doesn't mean I'm blaming a woman. I'm just saying don't put yourself in a high risk situation, and there won't be any question of whether it was your fault or not. Then it won't be your fault because nothing's going to happen.